What is going on, everybody? Today I have a special treat for you, an electrified treat for you, because this is the 2020 Porsche Taycan 4S. When I first heard about Porsche coming out with an electric car, my mind was like oil and water. I couldn't put it together, a brand like Porsche coming out with a full EV. Now, obviously, we have the Cayenne hybrid and we have the Panamera hybrid. But a fully electric car, that's something new. I'll tell you what else is new. This car has no engine. I've looked on the left, I've looked on the right, I've looked everywhere. I can't find the engine. But this car does have 422 horsepower and 429 pound-feet of torque. It gets moving really quick. Now, the turbo and the Taycan 4S with the Performance Battery Plus share a 93 kilowatt hour battery. This has the regular performance battery, which is still a lot, especially from Porsche, and that produces 422 horsepower and 429 pound-feet of torque. This car also has something called overboost mode, and overboost mode lasts for 2.5 seconds, and that's a fun 2.5 seconds because it's a jolt of power and it really gets going. This car's range is 199 miles, and then the EPA rates it 79 city and 80 highway. Cruising range, obviously, for 199 miles, but this car really moves. It also has launch control. Now, launch control in this car works really well, unlike some other car brands, if you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, this thing will shock you, especially for an electric vehicle. The front fascia of this thing has so many different things going on. I mean, starting with the LED matrix light system, which is the name that Porsche gives it, it's basically an adaptive LED system. So if you're driving at night and it's a really dark road, it'll find that object, highlight the object, and it'll basically be a more lit up view of the road. Going all the way down to the front lip, it has the parking sensors, it has your tow hook, obviously, nice air inlets on the side that'll direct the air all the way on the side of the car. But something that I noticed while I was looking at the front of the car, I feel like I see McLaren almost like body lines around the headlights. I mean, you can't tell me that almost swoosh around the LED headlights is not like a McLaren. I'm not the biggest fan of the Taycan's trunk. It's definitely not its selling point. I understand it's a sports car, but you still want it to be practical, right? Because it's a four-door. I'll show you. The Taycan's trunk space is about 13 cubic feet. It has really nice cargo netting. The plastics are super nice. The aluminum is super nice. Everything is really well built in the trunk. It's very practical too. The way it's designed, you can fit a lot of things back here. Just not a lot of big things and not a lot of stuff. Quantity in general. But besides that, it's really cool. Alrighty, welcome to luxury. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 screens in here. Now the driver's display is almost 17 inches. Then we have the main display. We have another vertical main display. And then we have the passenger display. That is honestly one of my favorite features. Now, obviously, it's not a necessity at all, but it's just so cool. It is optional, and it is a very expensive option. But since it's a wanted option, let's be honest, it's a necessary option. Everything's really user-friendly to use in here. You have navigation, media, phone settings, all your standard stuff. You have stuff about your chassis. So we can go to, right now we're in Sport Plus mode. You have normal, Sport, and then we have Sport Plus. We also have the chassis height. We're on low right now. Then we have lowered. Then we have regular. And then we have lift. Now, recuperation is part of the regenerative braking system. That helps recharge the battery. I don't personally like it. I like it to be like a normal car. But it's honestly, it's fine and you can get used to it. You have assist. That's all your parking features, your safety features. You have stuff about your trip information. Actually, when you started the vehicle too, how long the vehicle's been on, your average speed. And then comfort is just driver's seat, passenger seat, ambient lighting, and a bunch of other cool stuff. Alrighty, everybody, now it is time to take the Taycan out on the road. Let's see what this thing can do. Okay, yup. It definitely gets going. Now in the front we have 6-piston front brakes. In the rear we have 4-piston brakes. This thing really moves. I'm gonna put it into sport mode now. Let's see what this puppy can do. Now my suspension is in Sport Plus. My drive mode is in Sport. Obviously double wishbone front suspension. There's a Mustang in front of us. This thing is honestly really fun to drive. Thank you so much for watching V Harold's Cars. Remember to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the TikTok, subscribe to everything. You know the drill. Again, thank you. I hope you guys have a good one.